And this is very important. If you don't remember too many things that I've said, please remember this. Stay compliant. Stay compliant. And in staying compliant does not mean you conform. I'll come to that. You need to engage with regulators early. Stay above board. Identify the regulatory authority in your sector. Ensure you are registered. Pay your dues. Pay your taxes. And comply with all local and federal laws. This will give your business credibility and reduce or eliminate any regulatory risk. Look, my sister Flora is here from Kenya. Zachary is from Zimbabwe. We've just met. If I go to them now and say, guys, can we collaborate? What are they going to do? They will do due diligence on me. They're not just going to listen to what I've seen. They're going to go back and fact check everything I've said. Should the headline come out that I've flouted any regulatory rule, that's a red flag. Because why? That eliminates you in the realm of credibility. You must be a credible person. Credibility ruins many business enterprises because of the fact that people just simply want to make money. The essence of business is not to make money. It's to transform life and fulfill a purpose. In that purpose, you will now make money. If your primary agenda is just simply to make money, please, please, just leave quietly. The casinos are waiting for you. They will consume that money from your hand easily. For me, for entrepreneurs, I say be proactive. You must be emotionally intelligent. Don't wait for permission to improve all things. Staff, employees that are here, don't wait for your guys to say, improve. No, you be the one to suggest improvement within your establishment. People are noticing. They are listening. Document value. Wherever you have a performance report that is significant, that has added value to the business, document it. Because why? Somebody is going to read it tomorrow. The current boss doesn't like you because of your shoes. So please, the next one might like you. They will see the value you've built. Build alliances. A lot of us inside our organization, we fight ourselves, unnecessary battles, needless battles. You are there for a purpose. Our God is a designer. And because of the fact that he's a designer, a perfect one for that matter, where we are, there's a reason why we're there. So if you don't understand why you are where you are, you will miss it. And you fight everybody in the organization. No, me, I go solo, solo more. I'm not beating anybody. The more of that you do, the less of yourself you become. Self-containment destroys. Because you won't know what is going on out there. You won't hear what is happening. And for those who know it, Jesus Christ himself was asking people, who do they say I am? Learn continuously. Never stop learning. You need to take ownership for your own growth. If your company is not sending you for courses, you send yourself. It's not a crime. And I have them all around me that we didn't send on training, they will send themselves. And they came back and said, yeah, Harvard, I just finished. When? How? You will take time to study that person. You'll be interested in such a person, such an individual. Don't just wait for manna to fall from heaven. It's not coming again. We've been told. Think like a founder, and this is very important. Listen to this. Hone your work as if your life depends on it. Because it often does. A guy called Steve Ballmer, I know some of you are Googling now, who has a net worth of $123 billion, was once an employee of Microsoft. He was an intrapreneur, but became an entrepreneur, and is currently richer than the founder of Microsoft, Bill Gates. He owns 4% of the shares of Microsoft today. The founder owns a share of 1.34% in the company he founded. An employee that joined 45 years ago has more shares than the owner of the business original. So don't just limit yourself, and quite a number of people, the tech people in the room, you are the one I'm speaking to. Tech people like to jump. They stay here 2 months. No, I'm leaving. They go to another place. I'm leaving. They keep searching. Well, I don't want to tell you how Mongo Park ended. Speaking directly to you, my friends, to you, the entrepreneurs in the room. Entrepreneurs, show your hand, please. Entrepreneurs, let's see you. Wow, we are many. Okay, so go and listen to that song. We are many. Believe that your story matters. Build with integrity. Don't just aim to survive, aim to transform. Let your business be known for not only profit, but for purpose. Leverage technology, but never forget community. And when you rise, make others rise. 2, to policymakers and public office holders, design policies that empower, not restrict. Spend less time licensing, but more time listening. If 70% of your population is under 19 or 30, you must clear the way for a youth-led innovation, creativity, and enterprise. To investors and development partners in the room, you have to de-risk ideas early. You have to provide smart capital. You have to provide mentorship. You have to think long-term. Africa is waiting for you. Africa is not going to beg again very soon. Africa will be loaning to the rest of the world. To the diasporans, Africa is not just your route, it is your opportunity. Come home with capital, with skills and connections. And if you can't respond physically, return digitally. Collaborate, advise, fund, and mentor. Let me conclude this now by sharing my final story. It is easy to underestimate the power of a story, especially when caught up in the everyday push and pull of building businesses, economies, and nations. But stories move people before statistics do. They spark imagination, challenge the status quo, and sometimes even create new worlds. This is the story of a young Nigerian named Nosa Asemota. He has a business he calls Lens for Good. A story that is in many parts today is still being written. Nosa didn't begin with a grand plan. There was no blueprint, no boardroom strategy, just a camera and a restless question. What if we could see ourselves differently? Growing up in Nigeria, stories surrounded him, woven into traditions and daily life. When he engaged seriously with photography, he quickly realized capturing an image wasn't just about technique, but about truly seeing people. His background in guidance and counseling deepened his insight, and this helped him to be able to teach others so that the struggle, the emotion and aspiration of the world can be shared. While many point to his early work in Ibadan, documenting government officials, the most defining moment of his journey occurred in his current role. In that seat, Nosa wasn't just photographing power, he was shaping how it was seen and understood. That role showed him the immense responsibility of framing national perception. It also made clear that power should not reside in isolation, but it shared the light through the empowering young creatives and the stories in Nigeria and their own lenses. These realizations bettered Lens for Good, a movement designed to empower young storytellers across Nigeria and transform Nigeria's narrative through positive storytelling. Young photographers and filmmakers often have the passion but lack access, mentorship, or support. Nosa knew that because he had once been a young creative, he started his own masterclasses, workshop, and web hub, which he launched in October 2024. He got a small grant and started a business that is now growing phenomenally. He was taught by legends like T.Y. Bello, Ademola Adeniran, Tolani Ali. They taught him skills that fires in his heart the young creative of making truly a difference in our world. It isn't just about storytelling, it's about the agency.